Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Abu Hurairah. Today I will present on my study on risk assessment and mitigation on industrial biogas treatment plant. So in this presentation, it will include introduction, problem statement, objectives of the study, methodology that used, results and discussion, and finally conclusion. So before we start, what is biogas treatment plant? So biogas treatment plant is a process plant which convert biomaterial feedstock into biogas. Biomaterial feedstock can be food waste, agriculture manure, wastewater sludge, and palm oil mill effluent. In Malaysia, the common biomaterial feedstock used in biogas treatment plant is wastewater sludge and palm oil mill effluent. So the main process reactor in biogas treatment plant is anaerobic digester, which biomass or slurry undergo anaerobic digestion inside this anaerobic digester to produce biogas consists of mostly methane, carbon dioxide, and a little percent of hydrogen sulfide. So the objective of this study is to identify all of the hazards and their causes during operation and maintenance of the biogas treatment plant. And the second objective is to conduct a thorough risk assessment during operation and maintenance in order to suggest mitigation method to prevent the occurrence of accidents. For the method that was used in this study, first, for the data collection, the data was collected from case study of past accidents throughout the world. Then risk assessment. The risk assessment analysis that was used is fault tree analysis, FTE, and hazard and operability analysis, HAZOP. After that, once risk assessment has been done, hazard simulation hazard simulation is done using Aloha to simulate the severity of the hazard, and finally the data will be analyzed by benchmarking the historical data with the case study with our Aloha result. So this is for the result. This is the past accident that was referred for the study. So as we can see, most of the past accident was from fire, explosion, and toxic hazard. This accident causes either injuries or fatalities, or worst case scenario, both injuries and fatalities. From the case study that was done, the list of possible hazard that can be seen is fire hazard, explosion hazard, toxic hazard or hazardous substances, mechanical hazard, and electrical hazard. In this study, we only focus on fire hazard, explosion hazard, and toxic hazard. For fault tree analysis, we use fault tree analysis to determine the causes of the hazard. So this is some of the basic event which can be translated into causes of the hazard, which is gas leakage, spark, and sometimes the safety barrier failure in the process plant, which can result into fire explosion. The next fault tree analysis is toxic hazard, which almost the same basic event with the fire hazard, which gas leakage and safety barrier failure. Also, poor ventilation area also can result in toxic hazard if in confined space. So this is the result from Aloha that was done, simulation that was done using Aloha. This the first one is to simulate the thermal radiation of methane if there is a dispersion of methane from the biogas from the anaerobic digester. So as we can see in the red thread zone area, the thermal radiation is greater than 10 kilowatt over meter per square. In the orange area, the thermal radiation is between 5 to 10 kilowatt per meter square, and in yellow area, the thermal radiation is 2 kilowatt per meter square. So in the red area, it can be lethal since the thermal radiation is high and it can cause lethal burn to someone who exposed to the thermal radiation. For hydrogen sulfide, as we can see, the dispersion is quite covered quite a large area. So in red thread zone area, the concentration of hydrogen sulfide is greater than 100 ppm. In orange area, the concentration is between 30 to 100 ppm, and in the yellow area, the concentration is around 0.1 ppm. The lowest lowest intake of hydrogen sulfide that someone can inhale per day is around 5 ppm. So if there is someone in the red areas, it can pose a little consequences to them. So next we proceed to the HAZOP. So the HAZOP was done to suggest a mitigation method based on the deviation. This deviation can be categorized into two, which is from design error and operator error. So for design error, one of the deviation is height level, where the causes is level indicator failure and faulty inlet flow controller. This can lead to increased pressure inside the anaerobic digester and reactor overflow. Reactor can overflow, which can lead to fire hazard due to the sludge inside the bio digester exposed to heat source and product loss. The mitigation method that was recommended is add overflow pipe to maintain the ratio between gas and substrate inside the digester. The overflow pipe is for the slurry inside the digester. For operator error deviation, one of it is high temperature, which can be causes from heat exchanger error and temperature indicator error. The mitigation method that was suggested is to do a regular checkup on the temperature indicator, install on the anaerobic digester to ensure it always in good condition and provide an accurate reading for the flow controller on the hot water stream. So that's all for our result. For the conclusion of this study, anaerobic digester has the highest potential of hazard occurrence due to the presence of hazardous substance in the biogas such as methane and hydrogen sulfide. AD. So the second one is there were also other equipment and instruments such as heat exchanger and pump supporting the anaerobic digester process, which can pose as a potential source of hazard to the system. The potential hazard can be mitigated with thorough study on the design and the system of the biogas treatment plant. And final conclusion is the biogas treatment plant can schedule a safety training for the workers and operators in order to provide them with safe, ensure them have safety regulation will always comply during the operation and maintenance of the biogas treatment plant. So that's all for this presentation. Thank you.